Hello YouTube, how you doing? Destroyer here, bringing you another video for Heroes of Order and Chaos. Yeah. And today I'm bringing you the in-game build for Nuutt or Nuutt. You know how Gameloft says it. So we're gonna go ahead and get Nuutt. Is an awesome ranged carry, the child of the forest, shooting her awesome bow of fun. Alright, anyways. Let's get in here. I'm refining or remastering my Nuutt build because of a lot of things have changed in the game over the past, 6 months or so. So we're gonna jump in here and get it done. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy 2 Squire's Patience. This is basically gonna increase our physical attack. Also, I do want to add on to that it's not gonna change the build much. We're just really getting rid of the fire bow because it is not one of the top tier items that it used to be. So after this, we're gonna go straight in and we want to go ahead and get the bleeding damage from the Ripper. This is the best item for the price for fighters because you can do so much damage early to early mid game, doing awesome bleed damage. Upwards of over 150 damage for those 5 seconds. So we're gonna go ahead and buy the Ripper. After we get that Ripper, we're gonna buy the Boots of Haste. Now at this point, if you have the money, you're gonna want to go the Iron Claymore, but typically you won't have that money because the Iron Claymore is very expensive. So we'd go ahead at this point, buy a Face Breaker, go ahead and buy the Serpentine Pike. And after that, we're going to go ahead and increase it into the longbow. And the reason for the longbow is it gives us that 30% pierce. And if you think about the 30% pierce, for every 100 damage you're doing, you're giving yourself an extra 30 points of damage, which is amazing. So keep in thought in that way. So if they have 100 defense, you're doing 100 damage, bam, 30 extra damage. That's pretty it. Now we want to build more DP or more damage per second. So either we are gonna go the Iron Claymore like I was talking about before, and if you don't have the money, it's okay. You can go the black Pool Scythe. This will help you as well. But I'm gonna go ahead and go the Iron Claymore. After this, we want to build attack speed as quickly as possible. So we're gonna go ahead get the Wings of Paradise. After we get the wings, we're gonna increase them straight into Watcher's Whisper. This is gonna maximize our attack speed as well as reduce the enemy's movement speed. That's why we get the Watcher's Whisper. After this, we're gonna want that extra movement speed, so let's go ahead and get those Savage Boots. This gives us a little bit of harvest, which we love and need. After that, we're gonna go ahead and sell the second Squires. This is going to give we're gonna go ahead and buy Cloak of Dragon's Blood. Go ahead and buy that. After this, we're gonna increase this Dragon's Blood into a Hades or a Dragon of Styrian Souls. But usually I typically go the Hades first because I have a lot of high physical DPS on the other side. This just protects me from that. Now, after this, I sell the Ripper. And then, if I need it, I go ahead and go another Iron Claymore to match. After that, we're going to go ahead and buy the Arcane Saber. This is going to give us a little bit of harvest and attack speed, which we need the most. After that, we're going to buy the Divinity Sword. And the reason we buy this is mainly because the harvest and the extra physical attack we get. But there's a plus to it. The passive we get from it will stun the ranged person. And I know I'm ranged, but every 10 hits, at least one of those is going to stun the person for 1 second. That's why we get it. And then we're just going to increase our thing into a King Killer and we're done. This is one of the best builds I like for Nuutt. Now, like I said, you could switch the Divinity Sword out for any of a number of items. You could go double King Killer, or you could actually go extra HP, which I like to go with Styrian Souls is good as well. So guys, thanks for watching. As always, try this build out, tell me what you think, and I will see you out in the Battle of Herodon. Also, recommended tablets will be right after this, and talents will be down in the description below. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and see y'all. Destroyer out. Hey guys and gals, some tablets that I quickly recommend with our Nuutt, our child of the forest, is these tablets right here. But first off, let's go over inscriptions. As you can see, with Nuutt as a high DPS physical attacker, we want extra physical attack inscriptions as well as extra critical damage inscriptions. This is going to maximize our damage as much as possible, guys. I do not know how critical that extra critical damage is for y'all. I mean, to y'all, you do not know how beneficial it can be. Let's go ahead and talk about these tabs real quick. The first tab that I really like using, and I use this sometimes as a secondary tab, but the Tablet of Desecration, as you get on as a carry and get those last hits from creeps or soldiers, wherever at the CS, this will benefit you, you know, 1 or 2 hits late game. Well, late game 3 or 4 hits because of your leech. After that, I also recommend the Tablet of Bloodlust, of course. This is gonna just drastically change your battle and train, because everybody is usually all together. Nuutt is a lead category there, so Bloodlust, keep your eye out for that one. Also, a really underrated tablet here I really like using is the Ruthless tablet. Now this increases my critical rate. I love using this tablet on train, and the reason is because when somebody gets in low health, I don't know how many times that I've missed killing them with Nuutt because they have just, you know, 50 HP left. So if I get that critical on my Nuutt snipe, boom, I get them every time. So guys, let's do a couple that we can switch out, and one that, of course, that I'm going to come back to always is the Tablet of Assistance here. I like using that a lot with Nuutt, as well as one other tablet that I love to use the most. You can use Fireball, but I really don't agree with it. Also, if you want to switch out the Desecration tablet with the Tablet of Courage, you can do that as well. That's just going to give you that little bit extra reduced defense. Also, I love the Tablet of Desire the most with Nuutt, because she takes a couple hits and then she pops up into a tree, and when you come down you get that secondary stun. Maybe you can hit enough leech off of them with the build that I gave you. So guys, gals, thanks for watching. As always, please tell me what you think about this build down in the comments below. Also, don't forget about those recommended talents in the description, and I will see y'all out in the Battle of Herodon. Thanks for watching. As always, Destroyer out.